Hey everyone, it's me, Nicole, and I am coming to you guys from our new place. So it's not quite ready to show off or anything like that. I don't think it ever will be. But we do have a roof over our heads. I'm in our bedroom, and then Sadie's bedroom's next door. We have a little living room and a kitchen, which we're able to put a dining set in, which is really nice because in our last apartment, the layout was a little bit different and the kitchen was quite a bit bigger, but just the way that it was set up, if we would have put a dining room table in there, it would have been really awkward and it would have just gotten in the way and it just wouldn't have worked out. So we now have a dining room table and some chairs, and so that's really nice. Sadie and I have been having meals together, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I don't know, it just having a table, it seems to make the day seem a little bit more structured because we're not just eating in the living room and blending the day all together. It seems a little bit more set up into like a schedule almost, or a routine. So it's pretty cool. We've never had a dining room before whenever we've had Sadie, so she's loving it. She got a brand new bed. Well, not a brand new bed, it's from one of my friends. She's in college and she had a twin size bed, and we were thinking, you know, eventually she's going to need to be done with her crib so that we can use it for the new baby. And so our friend was getting rid of her twin size bed and asked my parents if they knew anybody that needed one, and they're like, oh yeah, Nicole, you know, wants one for Sadie. So so she's like, yeah, that's a great idea. And so we have her twin size bed, and it's really a beautiful bed. So she sent over some sheets with it, and then we went and bought Sadie whatever comforter she wanted, and she wanted a Tinkerbell comforter. So we got her a little Tinkerbell comforter to go with it, and she has been loving it. She still doesn't like going to bed or taking naps, but she really does like having a big girl bed. She was like freaking out, just jumping all over it yesterday when we were setting it up. It was so cute. So she's loving the new apartment. I thought that she was going to have a harder time with it, but she's really done really well. So I'm really excited about that. As far as pregnancy goes, last month was really tough. I really just didn't even think I was a person last month. I was so preoccupied and anxious and worried and just stressed out about everything that I just felt like I was a substance of worry. Like I didn't feel like I was an actual person. I didn't feel like myself at all. There was a lot of times where I went days without feeling the baby move, and it made me so worried. I was like, you know what, I'm too stressed out, and I would tell myself to calm down. And it was just horrible. It was a really bad month. If you've been following me, you know, like there was several plans in place of where we were gonna live, and all of those plans fell through, and then Robert lost his job, and we were trying to find a place to live, and it was just really tough. And within all of that, there was the holidays, and those, you know, I had my birthday, and then there was Christmas and Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and all of those, I love getting together with family, and I just, you know, I love the holidays, and they were something to celebrate. But with all the stress and everything on our minds, it was just like those couple of days were a big escape for us. But still, it was like tomorrow we have to go back to, you know, waking up and waiting for phone calls, or making phone calls, or hoping that somebody's going to come through for us, or this or that. So in the end, we worked it out, and we have our new place. So enough about that. So anyways, a couple of things have happened since the first of the year rolled past. Sadie had her last surgery, which is great, and I'm going to update everybody on that situation in a different video soon, and just kind of wrap up her whole experience. And then also we had our 18-week ultrasound. We had our 18-week doctor's appointment. So we went into the doctor's appointment. Nothing really exciting. They asked about movement. He said that it's normal to go a couple of days without feeling the baby move at this point. He said by 20 weeks, you know, you probably want to make sure that you're feeling the baby every day. But even then, if it's, you know, measuring a little small, or, you know, every baby's different. But by 20 weeks is when people normally start feeling it daily. So that made me feel a little bit better. And then he went ahead and got the Doppler out, and he hadn't been able to find the heartbeat with his Doppler. I think that he just has like a cheapy, like not that great of a quality one, but he hadn't been able to find the heartbeat with it. He'd been having to do ultrasound, so I really wasn't expecting him to be able to find the heartbeat, but he actually was able to find the heartbeat, and I was really surprised, and I was actually really relieved because of all the stress that was going on and not feeling the baby move sometimes. And then whenever I would feel the baby move, I would be like questioning it, like, oh, is that really the baby, or is that gas, or you know, what's going on, you know, just because it was so erratic and so just, it would happen once and then nothing for the longest time. So it was just really worrying me. So to be able to hear that heartbeat was wonderful. The heartbeat was actually lower than it was at our first, couple of appointments. Our first couple of appointments were like 160, right around 160, and now it's gone down a little bit. And what the wives' tale is if the heart rate, because most of the time in the beginning of pregnancy, all babies' heart rates are about the same. And then if it goes up above that, normally that means that it's a girl. And if it drops below that, towards the middle of your and end of your pregnancy, then that can indicate that you're having a boy. So, our heart rate seemed to go down, and so that could indicate that this is a little boy. So we don't know. But Sadie is convinced that it is a girl. She talks about her little sister like it is a sure thing. I've been telling Sadie that she can't climb on my stomach as much because, there's a baby in there. We have to keep the baby safe, and, they're growing and they're really, really fragile in there. You can't climb on the baby. And so, like, she's very protective of my belly. If Robert comes near me and, like, wants to put his head on my belly and she's there, she'll tell him, no, my baby sister. And she just calls it her baby sister. She is for sure that is a girl in there. So it's so cute. But I'm not sure if it's because I call her a big sister, so she thinks it's her little sister, or if she just really thinks it's a girl. But she's really, really funny, and she'll sing to my belly, and she'll give my belly kisses. She likes to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to her, and it's so sweet. It's the sweetest thing in the world, and I just keep telling her, you are going to be the best big sister ever, seriously. So yeah, but other than that, as far as pregnancy goes, I haven't had a lot of other symptoms. Oh, and at the appointment, I did find out that I have gained in the past month 3 pounds. Ugh. And so that puts us at +1. So throughout the beginning of my pregnancy, I had lost 2 pounds, and then I now have gained 3 pounds. So I am now at +1, which I know that you're not supposed to necessarily lose weight during your pregnancy, but with Sadie, I had lost about like 20 pounds or so before I ever started gaining weight. So the fact that I only lost 2 pounds and now I'm starting to gain is kind of like, it's one of those things that you expect to happen. But it wasn't a lot, I'm just at 1 pound more than my pre-pregnancy weight. So I still want to take and make sure that I'm, eating healthy foods and eating healthy portions, because I don't want to gain, an unhealthy amount over the next couple of months. But I have, gone to the positive side now. So I am at +1 pounds. All right, what's coming up in my pregnancy is we will be having the anatomy scan and the gender ultrasound here in 2 weeks, so look forward to that. Like I said, with Sadie, I had her ultrasound at 19 weeks, and this time it just so happened that they scheduled it for right around 21 weeks. So, it's a little bit longer to wait, but that's okay. And we're also not seeing a regular technician. We're going to be going to see the maternal fetal medicine ultrasound technicians. So it's a little bit, they have to work us into their schedule a little bit more carefully. So that will be coming up very, very soon. Can you believe that? I just can't believe it. But it's crazy because there's a lot of girls on here that are due right around the same time, and we're about the same amount of weeks, and they already know. Oh my gosh. And I think for the most part, there's a lot of boys. There are a lot of boys. So we'll see if that's, just a coincidence, if I'm going to go with the trend, or if we're going to split off and do our own thing. But there are a lot of boys. I know there's at least 1 or 2 girls, but I know there's a lot of boys. A lot of you guys are having boys, which is amazing. So we'll see. I'll be so excited if it's a boy. I'll be excited if it's a girl. Either way, I'm going to be excited to know. It's going to be a great time. So yeah, that's something to look forward to in the next couple weeks. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I can update you guys on as far as pregnancy is concerned. So I guess I will let you guys go for my, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.